explosive Leeds United bombshell. The Elland Road faithful won't believe what's happening. Listen up, Leeds faithful. Your boy here has got 3 absolutely mental pieces of news that are gonna shake Elland Road to its very foundations. I'm talking about moves that could completely transform our beloved white season before it even kicks off. We're talking about a versatile defender who's desperate for a Premier League return, a legendary midfielder whose name will send shivers down every Leeds fan's spine, and a Portuguese wizard who could be the answer to our pie shout heartbreak. But before we dive into this absolute madness, smash that like button if you bleed white, drop a comment telling me which signing excites you most, and hit subscribe because you know we're bringing you all the Leeds United drama first. This is the kind of window activity that separates the real supporters from the fair weather fans. And trust me, what I'm about to tell you will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about our transfer strategy. The first bombshell involves a player who's been tearing it up in France, played alongside our new keeper, and intermediaries are practically the Arsenal connection that could solve our defensive crisis. Right, Leeds faithful, here's the first absolute banger that's got me buzzing like I've had 10 pints before kickoff. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, yeah, you heard that right. The England international who's been absolutely bossing it at Lyon has been offered to our beloved Whites. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky rumor from Twitter, or this is concrete intel from transfer expert Graham Bailey himself. The lad is saying intermediaries are literally pushing Maitland-Niles to Premier League clubs. And guess what? We're on that list. Bailey specifically mentioned that lots of Premier League clubs have been offered him, and that he's the sort of player Leeds need in terms of both full-back positions. Think about this for a second. We've just lost Isaac Schmidt to Werder Bremen, Sam Byram's made of absolute glass, and Daniel Fox desperately scrambling for full-back reinforcements like a man possessed. Enter Maitland-Niles, a player who's been completely reborn in France, playing 44 games last season and grabbing 7 assists while operating as our dream versatile defender who can cover both flanks. The best part that's got my heart racing, he's desperate to return to England. Bailey confirmed. What I can say is he does want to come back to England. This lad has been there, done that. Arsenal Academy graduate, England caps, loans to Ipswich, West Brom, Roma and Southampton before finding his feet at Lyon. 2 seasons in League One have completely revitalized his career. We're talking about 73 appearances for Lyon, 11 assists total, 40 wins, 20 clean sheets, and the kind of Premier League experience that could be absolutely massive for our return to the big time. And get this absolute madness, he played alongside our new signing Lucas Perry for the entire 2024-25 season. Our giant Brazilian goalkeeper could be the key to convincing Maitland-Niles that Elland Road is his destiny. The connections are already there, the desire is there, and the need is absolutely screaming at us from every corner of LS11. Imagine Perry whispering sweet nothings about Yorkshire life into Maitland-Niles' ear. But hold on to your scarves and prepare your hearts, because if you think that's explosive, wait until the prodigal son debate that's splitting the Elland Road. Faithful. Now this is where it gets absolutely mental, Leeds faithful. We're talking about the return that nobody saw coming, but everybody's been secretly dreaming about in their wildest Yorkshire fantasies. Calvin Phillips, our very own Yorkshire Pirlo, potentially coming home to Elland Road. Alan Brazil and Dean Saunders on TalkSport are backing this move, and I can already hear the divided opinions echoing around every pub in Leeds. From the old Peacock to the South Leeds Stadium. Let's be brutally honest here, because that's what we do as Leeds fans. Since leaving our beloved club for that cursed move to the Etihad, Phillips has been through absolute hell. Manchester City was supposed to be his golden pinnacle, but it became his living nightmare with just 31 appearances and 1 goal in 2 seasons. West Ham? Complete disaster with only 10 games. Ipswich Town? Relegated with just 22 appearances and powerless to stop them. Tractor Boys decline. The statistics are damning. The lad who once bossed Premier League midfields and starred for England has made just 63 appearances in 3 bloody years across 3 clubs. That's barely 21 games per season for a player who was once our absolute engine, our heartbeat, our everything. But here's what Brazil said on TalkSport. That's got me thinking completely differently. We're talking about an England international here, aren't we? For me, Leeds need someone they can trust in the Premiership, they need someone with experience, and he's got that. So as long as it's not crazy money, I think he'd be happier there. And you know what, Leeds faithful? He's absolutely not wrong. Dean Saunders backed it up perfectly. I agree, yeah, he struggled at West Ham as well, didn't he? But he is a disciplined defensive midfield player, and everybody seems to need one at the moment. The man who knows our club inside out, who bled white for years, who was our absolute heartbeat during those magical championship promotion days under Marcelo Bielsa. Could he be the missing piece in Daniel Farke's midfield puzzle? Sure, we've already splashed cash on Sean Longstaff and Anton Stash, but imagine Phillips bringing that pure Elland Road passion back home. The crowd would go absolutely mental. The injury concerns are real. The recent form is questionable, but that connection to the club, that understanding of what it means to wear the white shirt. You can buy the Portuguese wizard who could heal our Paixão heartbreak. Right, this is it, Leeds faithful. The absolute climax that could change everything and turn this transfer window from frustrating to absolutely phenomenal. After Igor Paixão broke our hearts by choosing Marseille over our beloved whites in what felt like the ultimate betrayal, we found our redemption story, and his name is Jota Silva. But this 25-year-old Portuguese international at Nottingham Forest is exactly what we need to forget that Paixão heartbreak and move forward with renewed optimism. According to Desporto Al Minuto, while Sporting CP are messing about with pathetic loan deals and optional purchases, we're going straight for the jugular with a permanent $15 million, 30 millimeters move. That's the Leeds United way under Adam Underwood. No half measures, no nonsense, just pure bloody commitment to getting our targets. Think about this absolute magic. Silva featured in 31 Premier League games last season for Forest, scored 3 goals and grabbed an assist despite mostly coming off the bench with just 5 starts. Across 840 minutes, he showed exactly what he can do when given the chance. He's versatile enough to play right wing, left wing, or even center forward, giving Daniel Farke the tactical flexibility that could be absolutely crucial for our Premier League campaign and European ambitions. This lad could be the perfect replacement for our Paixão disappointment and exactly what we need to challenge Danny. James and Wilfried Gnonto for starting positions. Imagine him linking up with Joe Pirro and new signing Lucas Nmecha in attack. We're talking about a front line that could terrorize Premier League defenses. His ability to operate across multiple positions means Farke could deploy him strategically depending on the opposition, whether we need pace on the counter or creativity in tight spaces. The Portuguese connection, the Premier League experience with Forest, the versatility, the hunger to prove himself at a bigger club. Everything about this screams perfect Leeds signing. Silva's recent top-flight experience means no adaptation period, no championship to Premier League adjustment issues that have plagued so many promoted sides. While other clubs mess about with complicated loan structures and bureaucratic nonsense, we're showing exactly why Elland Road is the place where ambition meets decisive action. This is statement signing territory, showing Jota Silva that we mean business and that Leeds United is ready to compete with the biggest names in English football. So there you have it, Leeds faithful. 3 absolutely mental pieces of business that could transform our season from hopeful to unstoppable. Maitland-Niles for defensive stability and Premier League experience. Phillips for that emotional homecoming and midfield steel. And Silva for attacking firepower and tactical flexibility. Smash that like button if you're buzzing about these potential signings. Hit subscribe for more explosive Leeds content and tell me in the comments which of these 3 signings would make you lose your absolute mind with excitement. Are we building something genuinely special?